Ooh, 3-second delay. Boom. Hurry. I think I did some odds and ends. Oh yeah, I've been moving things. Not where I left it. It is where I left it.
How are you today?
Great, thank you. Hmm. Ouch. Alright, we got the entire collection in here. The only thing missing we don't have in the game yet. Eat decorations.
Fine greetings to you. Good evening. What's going on with you? I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
The Ultima have power.
Eat. Man, I need to grow some more giant watermelons and take them to New York. People would flip. They would. I mean, I grew some big melons. People stuck dollars between them melons. They were so big, we was eating watermelon for days. We had watermelon steaks, watermelon fatback, watermelon hog jowls. It was a watermelon buffet. It was a watery buffet. Kind of like Twitter. Leftover church cake. Very grateful. Whoa. I say I try to be a... Oh, that's not fair. I say I try to be a servant to the Lord, meanwhile I'm playing a game where I'm grave robbing. I can't believe I got hit. Good thing I didn't catch any diseases. Or did I? I need to make promotional materials for the New York show. And I could get by with whipping something up for the Valley show to set on the tables. They went for the new price. Which is awesome. That's a long straightaway. Okay, so there's some roundabout way. I think this is a pretty big deal. Nilla. Wayfarers. They used to be thicker. Where's the part of the game where I get to talk to people so I can eat? That looks like a helmet. Wait, was I supposed to talk to that guy? Found the body of Sir Anile, who appears to have perished centuries ago while questing for the shrine of the Crusader. This is weird. Perhaps I can find some clues on his body. And possibly a napkin that will help my own quest for the Crusader's relics. And clean hands. Turn out better than his. What? Oh, there's a ring? Neat. Looks like a wire wrap. Sir Anile was a member of the Knights of the Nine. A holy order devoted to recovering the relics of the Crusader and saying no in German. Through reading his journal, which I haven't yet, I swear, I didn't read your diary journal, I learned the location of their former headquarters, the Priory of the Nine in the West Weald. Once I recover the helm from the Shrine of the Crusader, I should proceed to the old Priory. According to Sir Emile's journal, the helm of the Crusader is located in Pelinal's shrine. Where is that? Is that where we are? Shrine of the Crusader. I think that's where we are. It definitely had some sort of nana, be it buh or grand. It's definitely a strange flavor. Mmm, frosting mouse. Well, Matt. Vanuatu. I should have sent a bomb up in there. That'd have been the way to go. That thing. For some reason. I say that looks like a door. It must not go anywhere. Nope, it does. Never seen a ghost go invisible. Oh, that's the... No. My bow is broken. Finally. Ah. Ooh, jewelry box. No jewelry though. Whatever. I got plenty. Ooh, I have recovered the helmet of the Crusader. The first piece of the Crusader's relics and the coolest helmet ever to exist ever. Now that I've recovered the helmet, I should proceed to the Priory. And also consider myself cool enough that I don't have to say the entire word helmet of the 9 to see if it still holds the curio cabinet of the Crusader. How curious. We can beeline that. Nope, that's not what that is. So we go around. That's when we get here. Oh, shoot. Amanda, hi. Love the ambiance. Live the ambiance. Looked for the gem show. Is it only live once a month? It's only live in my heart. Uh, so here's what's going on. Is that I've dealt with problems on the show here and there, audio, figuring it out, streaming. That was a freaking thing. Having the internet company come out and test everything, but then it still doesn't work. And then what I do is I move the splitter. Yeah. So eventually got everything going, but there was still one problem. That's that the gems are a hobby, and I would be trying to polish and then photograph. I hate that photograph. With the thumbnail, I have to take like 50 pictures to get that picture. And to do all that, I'd wind up going. I mean, I'm really drawing this out, but basically, I was going late. I was going live late. So I'd be like, come see me at 9 p.m. Eastern. And it'd be like 11 or 12 p.m. Eastern. So, after a lot of that, I've come up with a solution. Front load. So what I've got, and the show kind of grew in terms of content. What I have is a bunch of gems and their video. And why'd I buy that? Pictures and things to feature under the microscope cam. Excuse me. And burps because I ate that cake. But also, I have plenty of jokes. So I got a lot of that stuff on the back burner. And part of it is these gems. The purple one and the blue one along the bottom, those will be featured. That aquamarine one in the middle, which is a blue opal, that'll be featured. The brown one that actually looks like a really nice Tootsie Roll in person. That one, the two off to the side, and then the one above it. Actually, all of them, mostly, except for the stack with the gold. So I've got like all of these gems that I need to polish and photograph, and I've got about a dozen photographs, and I wanted to get to 30. They give me 6 months of shows, and I need to get back to doing it. So the answer is Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Why did I pick the most popular time? Most popular time slot. That's when I have available. That's when everybody's available. That's why they're all sitting down to watch stuff. I have competed at that time slot with the Super Bowl, the Grammys, and the season finale, series finale of Game of Thrones. I still had viewers. Love those folks. Oh, I totally understand, hon. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a problem solver, Amanda. I can't do it all. I was like, I need like 15 people to be able to run the show, the live stream. And I need to get my chat bot fired back up because then I had a computer hard drive thing or something. I don't know. It was a couple years ago, but I haven't gotten the chat bot back up again. I was just making sure. There's so much labor. But I love it. I really do. And on top of everything, I would do it all just for Colette. She's so much fun. She sent me a whole bunch of rocks to cut and then a ring to fix. And I have been trying to fix this ring. And I think I got like 4 pieces of opal in this past year that should be able to do it. I had one that I thought was going to work, but it's just too small. I can't work with it. That's another topic. We'll get into that when she's here. But I'm really appreciative of you showing interest in the gem stream, because that kind of motivates me to get it going again. Should we try our new hat? Like right now, I could be making promo materials. I could be shining gems. I'm so tired. Yet I'm not sleepy. So I want to take a moment. Personality. Really cool helmet though. I'll give it that. Very, very fancy hat. Excuse me. Dishes. Yeah, you know, I keep going around about that kind of stuff. There's a happy medium. There's gotta be a happy medium. Because I mean, there's a lot to be said about clean living, right? And I try to clean on a schedule when it's noticeable. Because a lot of times, I mean, I'm just cleaning for myself. It's not like showing this off to anybody. If I have people over, there's a different level of cleaning. There's also spring cleaning and fall cleaning, where I move the furniture. And my car, of course, there's that too. Doesn't love their car. But the thing is, I'm like, when I'm spending energy and time cleaning my car, I'm not getting any closer to getting a new car. But then again, I don't really want a new car. But I also do want a helicopter. I don't have one. Be pretty cool, huh? Be all like, I got a helicopter. Chop, chop. Suppose people who have helicopters get competitive. Like, my helicopter's bigger than yours. Oh, a storm of bad people. Booyah. Ouch. Myself. We broke our donkey puncher. Too many shots fired. My armor level is unable to repair it at this moment. So we're stuck in the middle of a temple with a busted bow. If you go higher than a skydiving trip in the air, then no thanks. Higher than a... Okay. This is what I mean when I say I'm awake but I'm tired. I'm awake but I'm asleep. What were we talking about? What goes higher? Higher. Me? I saw a drink list at a bar, and it had blah 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 and this and that and all the things and so forth. And then way down in the bottom in the corner, it had a tiny list of extra stuff that they have, and the bottom one said champagne bong. I was like, you need to have that, because I mean the rest of them are like Mai Tai and Bahama Mama and $2 Tito's on Monday, that kind of stuff. And I'm like, what you really need here is to advertise that champagne bong. Get people to come down. That's what they'll do. They'll be like, pain me up, baby. I'm the champ. The helicopter gotcha. Yeah, I don't know about like which one I would want though. Do I want to have a like a small, nimble, fast one, or a big, heavy, durable truck-like one? That's why I have the joke that I want 3 helicopters: sport, luxe, and military. You know, the military one, that'd be durable. You could use it for defense and for construction. In the sport, that'd be just fun to drive around. It'd be fast and nimble. And then the luxury one, that'd be your, you know, you got a butler pilot you around. The Priory of the Nine. What? Oh shoot, we've got to go get our thing fixed. That's a thing. Do you travel often? Or only on occasion? Not just like once a year. I mean, it depends on, like, you know, outside of the metro area. Because I do shows here and there. Like, I drive down to the jukebox once a year. Or I'll drive out to Cedar Rapids, Iowa City and stuff, or down to Bloomington. But I mean, I haven't gone to New York in a year. I haven't been to Chicago in a while. Yeah. I mean, you know, you go by Chicago on the way to New York, but I haven't, like, been to Chicago in, like, 3 years. Maybe that'll get rid of our necromancers. For crying out loud, always leaving dead things around. Now let's try it. Ooh, I know where we're gonna go. We're gonna talk to this guy. Wasn't sure if the helicopter would be helpful. It would just purely be fun. Nothing but fun. Serene beauty? Oh, calm up to level 25. Interesting. Nah, just for fun, mostly. I would probably use it for business. I would probably find ways to businessize it. That's what I do. Morbane. What's up, dude? Fix my thing, please.
I hope I can help.
Me too.
I can repair almost anything.
$140?
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Thank you for your business.
Indeed, Barrel.
Bye.
You know what we need in this game? Some Ninja Turtles. So I got a sword here, but cool if I had some nunchucks. So how are you doing, Amanda? How's your week starting? I am about to level up, huh? I'm getting close to having my project done. It's kind of slowed down, but I think we're still pretty much there. Next couple of weeks, hopefully. I think I'm gonna have her train me with light armor. My kids came back this weekend and will be here a bit on their break, so that's sweet. But this week was hectic, trying to jump back into work, so I'm just frazzled. Yes, I am. Yes, that. But we spell it with Z's. And then randomly...
How are you?
Well met.
Right.
You get
Is this pleasure or business?
Whoops.
Shadow hide you.
I have no time for your pathetic attempts at small talk. Now,
Whatever that was about. Oh yeah, we want this.
Is this pleasure or business?
Randomly asked to help with some things for this person I have helped before. Muscular dystrophy, and had to go out of town and came back in, so I was helping unpack. So tired. Good to feel good about work stuff coming together. Glad for you. And glad for you too, Amanda. I mean, that's a lot to go through, but it gives you good feeling. And helping people always pays off. God waters the plants that grow.
You've got a lot to learn.
You got some things you could teach me.
Shadow hide you. Is this knowledge is the key to success in any endeavor.
Same price.
Pay attention and you... I'm
It's
willing
frustrating.
to teach if you... Let's get to training.
And it's also not
There's
frustrating.
much I can show you. Let's see if we can't teach you a thing.
It's like a reliable watering hole. One of the stories that still weirds me out is the story about how Jesus cursed a fig tree. He went to get some food from it, and it was empty, and he's like, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And they came back a few days later, and it was dead. And I'm probably telling the story wrong, but the lesson goes back to the whole thing about it's also kind of like that weird story about how the dude buried the money in the ground, and he's like, "Hey, at least I didn't lose it, right?" But the idea isn't about keeping the money. It's about keeping the opportunity. And the one that buried the money in the ground buried their opportunity in the ground and lost the opportunity. So, as much as it's nice to have something secured, the idea was the investor who gave him the money in the first place already had it secured. He already had money buried in the ground. He had extra money that wasn't buried in the ground, and he said, I'm going to give it to you to invest. I'm busy. You take this and invest it. And the dude's like, you know what? I'm going to bury it in the ground. He's like, I already got fucking money buried in the ground, dude. And he gave it to somebody who used it. And it's frustrating. Because I can't do it all. But it's also there for the times when I can do it. When I can do it, it's neat. Here's another thing, and you can't test this shit. I mean, like, God's not a bank or a scientific property. From what I can find, there's an intelligence. And it's so weird. It's more of a personal thing, really, but it's like, I only got, like a few small pieces of chrome dioxide when I very first started buying gems, and then it wasn't available for the longest time, like 4 years, no chrome dioxide. And I found somebody who wanted a gem that was that basically chrome dioxide fit the bill. And I cut him the gem and I gave it to him. And it goes back to that Cain and Abel thing, you know, give the best of what you have. I don't want to have that memory of, oh, I kept the best for me and gave the second best to them. Because I've got a drawer full of gems. But I've got a heart full of memories. So many of the gems I forget about. I'm like, oh wow, I forgot I had that. But the memories, those stick with me. I can open that drawer no matter where I am. And then I got a flood of chrome dioxide to the point where I actually have a piece that I cut and shaped, and it would take like $500 to replace that size of a chrome dioxide. I mean, that's like a pretty good chunk of the amount of work that I've done buying and collecting gems and stuff, you know, just picking them up for like $3 a piece. Was that 160 lots? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, when you know they'll be loved, and that's one of the cool things about it. It's kind of like abundance is the key. Like when I plant tomatoes, and then I have just way more tomatoes than I know what to do with. Be nice if we had that with everything, you know? Especially electricity. Why can't we just plant some electricity? I wonder if there's a way to... You remember the hist tree that we just destroyed? We should do something like that, but with, like, hydroelectric power. Something to be said about working with opportunity. Oh, and opportunity has an expiration date. Oof. Got some after waiting so long. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I mean, that's a lesson in itself. 6.5 years of doing gemstones and not getting anywhere, and then the 7th year I finally have like jewelry I can wear around. It impresses people. They make comments. Can't just whip something out in the first day and be the best at it. It's possible. It's not likely. A lot of things take good things take time. Oh, I was thinking this too. Niles. Niles. It's Niles, why are you wearing that ridiculous garb? It's standard, and then Niles would say, it's standard attire in Morrowind. I'm planning a trip back there this weekend with Maris. And then he'd say, and it's Niles Halalu now. I prefer to be referred to by my full name.
Knowledge is power.
Hilariousness.
Shadow hide you.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, let's do this thing.
What is it?
Ooh. Our luck is at 75.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and train light armor anyways. Nah, we'll wait. We'll wait on that. I didn't like Cheers. You know, I could never get into Cheers because I didn't understand it. Watching Frasier clips. On purpose. Thank you, for the compliments too. You know what weirds me out is a couple of things, Amanda. One is that, for some reason, I wound up watching the show Frasier. Like I could never, my schedule never worked where I got to watch it as a kid, but I was like, oh, I can actually watch this thing. And I started watching it, and I only got the first 2 seasons. But I started watching it, and it just so happened to be that I was the same age as Kelsey Grammer at the time. Like he moves back to Seattle and he's 39. And I was 39 then, and it just weirds me out. I'm like, wow, time flies. Freaks me out. And the other thing that weirds me out is like watching the Cheers episodes that have him in it. Because it now hits me, you know, like he, when I was a kid and I saw Cheers, Kelsey Grammer was an adult person in a bar. But to watch it at that time when I was rewatching it, I was looking at the younger Kelsey Grammer in his 30s going to a bar, and I'm like, it's so weird. Because he was younger than me, but he was older than me. Okay. We are finally ready to go to this place. Oh, that looks so pretty. The Priory of the Nine. Aren't we gonna like hire some people to walk around here? They'll probably pull them trees, plant some flowers, get us some horses going on. Get this well working. Turn this fancy artwork into a training area. Whatever they do out here. That kind of stuff. Really? You can't just move out? You gotta tilt the artwork on the way. Trying to be different. Ooh, a pair. A pair of pears. A pair of pears. Oh yeah, the basement. Sir Emil's ring fits perfectly into the floor. Into the diamond-shaped opening in the floor. Alright then. Ooh. Stuff. Cobwebs and all that. Feed bags. Oh, wow. More shields. This is light armor. It's very light, too. Knights of the Nine. We can actually be a Knight of the Nine. Oh. The Priory Undercroft. Let's hope they wipe. Gotta wipe that Undercroft. You don't want to itch. Stupid poop jokes. One of my best jokes is a bidet bit. And I say that because it's gotten me some compliments. But also, it's a poop joke. I was like, my best joke is a poop joke. Where am I at right now? Lost. In the middle of oh, in the game. Haha. This is some of the DLC. The Knights of the Nine. It's a quest to go get some armor. Schmancy armor. You can't decide that. Yeah. I mean, everybody loves a poop joke. This is the Undercroft, the Under Laura Croft of the Knights of the Nine Priory in the West Weald. Currently aspiring to assemble the relics of the Crusader. You know, what happened was a buddy of mine, he had a friend come over and say, hey, I just installed this bidet and I had this thing left over. Do you want to use it to make your Terminator statue that you're 3D printing? And I was like, bidet, huh? I bet that would be a topic that would get people's attention. And then I took it in two directions. I was like, they've got a knob so you can adjust it. So the first setting is for Grandma's casserole. The second setting is for taco night. The third setting is for the chili cook-off. And the fourth setting is for when it's Dad's turn to cook. I just wrote that fourth one out, but the other three were there. And I was talking to somebody and we were like, well, we can't do food and sex in the same joke. The food version has to be the clean version, and the sex version has to be the dirty version. And I've never told the clean version on stage. It's always like I'll just open up and I'll say, I tried a bidet for the first time. And I've deleted my dating apps. I've honestly never felt so clean. And so dirty. And I know they're powerful because they got a knob so you can adjust them. But they need to label the settings. Because the first one, it's gentle. It's like you're taking it easy on each other because it's your first time. And then that second setting, bam, prison shower. And I don't know what the third setting is for. Maybe yoga instructors or something, but that fourth setting is definitely for Pride Month. And that usually goes over pretty well if I deliver it right. Thanks. I appreciate that. Oh, that's what it is. It's a light to the basement. Sir Junkin. Whoa.
By the strength and guidance of the Nine, who comes before us upon this sacred ground, seeking the cuirass of the divine Crusader? Step forward, adventurer, and face us each in honorable combat. For the vows we fail to revere in life, we shall uphold in death. No unworthy soul shall lay hands upon this sacred artifact without the leave of the Knights of the Nine.
Ain't nothing gonna be fair about this, buddy. I'm gonna whap you up.
Sir Gregory, you are defeated. Sir Casimir, step forward. Ah!
Who wants one? I got more.
Rest. You have bested Sir Casimir. Now face Sir Ralphus.
My turn.
Sir Ralphus, you have fallen. Step back and let the challenge continue. Sir Henrik, come forward and prove yourself. Oh!
Alright, he got me there.
You have overcome half of us, and yet you remain standing. Perhaps Sir Caius shall test your true mettle.
I think, if we like, since Maris is supposedly small, we should have her be like related to the wood elves, and her name could actually be Marilil. Her name's Maris, but her birth name was Marilil, and then they decided it would be bad, and they wanted to hide that part. Something like that. Who's next? Ouch, myself.
You show a fury of faith that I have not seen in centuries, but now you face Sir Junkin.
Come on, Sir Junkin.
Ah! You have lost, Sir Junkin. Sir Torolf,
I threw
show the
Sir
challenger
Junkin in the
the
trash.
ferocity of the North. Yeah! You have stood against the Knights of the Nine and lived. However, the final test is upon you. Ready yourself, Sir Knight, and face me!
Oh man, I was gonna go hee-haw.
Sir Knight, in 300 years, none have stood against us and lived. Step forward and claim what is yours by right. May your faith be true.
I've defeated the ghostly guardians of the curio cabinet of the Crusader. I can now claim it for myself. Yeah. I've recovered the curios of the Crusader. I should talk to the ghosts of the former Knights of the Nine to see if they can aid me in my quest for the remaining Crusaders' relics. Alright. What's up, dude?
By the Nine! I've not seen such strength! Could you be... No, you cannot. You are simply a noble knight.
Who are... So you're Sir Emil. What's with this helmet I got?
You completed the quest that I could not. I'm glad that my death at least served to lead you here, as I had hoped.
Okay, that's the guy we got the key from.
The original Order of the Nine was founded with the intention of safekeeping the Crusaders' relics. In life, we failed at this task. In death, we seek to preserve what little we accomplished while we wait for one to come and finish what we began. One of the mightiest knights of my day. It was a great boost to the Order's prestige when he joined. Unfortunately, he and I did not see eye to eye on certain matters. He left the Order during the War of the Red Diamond and never returned. Go, with virtue. How may I serve you, Commander? Alas, my old comrade, we were estranged in life. For my part, I now know that I am largely to blame for the ruin of the old order. Sir Amiel takes too much upon himself. I will say no more. May the Nine guide your way.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? They're gonna call me Crusader No Pants. I like it. Covered the curious Talk to the ghosts. See if they can aid me in my... I'm done talking, though. I ate all my cake already.
I am at your service, Commander. In matters of faith, one cannot be bogged down in the affairs of this world. Learn from us. Cast aside your treasures and serve the Nine. May your sword strike true.
If you are true to the teachings of Julianus, it may be possible for you to find the shield of the Crusader.
Oh.
When the order crumbled, I set out on my own. After years of searching, I found the shield and brought it to Fort Bulwark for safekeeping. With the help of a few trusted friends, I began work to keep the shield safe for all eternity. I never saw my work finished. I died defending the fort from those who would take and misuse the shield. I never saw our work finished. I trust that the others carried on without me.
Alright, where's Fort Bulwark?
It lies in the southeast of Cyrodiil, near the Black Marsh border. If all went according to plan, it should be very well guarded now. Believe in yourself, and use your knowledge wisely. You will pass through unharmed, and the shield will be yours.
Sweet.
The shield is safeguarded within Fort Bulwark. It is protected, and care must be taken when attempting to find it. May your sword strike true.
Okay, so now we're gonna go and find all this kind of stuff. And I think we're gonna do that on the next one, because I am pretty tired. Then get a little bit more sleep. And then probably stream a little bit and then go to work. Because I'm curious about this shield. I'm a shield collector. In the game. Gems in the game and in real life, but you know, shield and definitely in the game. Yep. So we will go and get that next time. And thanks for hanging out, Amanda. Have a good day.